Welcome to A's Linguistics. This channel is about all things linguistic. So let's see what we've got today. Syntactic categories. I already told you about syntactic categories. Now that was a good way of segueing into this new video. Okay, now that we are convinced that sentences have substructures, so sentences are the bigger structure, but within the sentence there's also a smaller structures of constituents which are put together to form the sentence. And I have told you that constituents are the intermediary level between word and sentence level. One way in which you can create these constituent structures is creating phrases. We can have different types of phrasal constituents, like a noun phrase, verb phrase, adjective phrase, prepositional phrase, and adverb phrase. Why do they have syntactic categories? You see here, there is a phrasal constituency within the sentence, and then every phrase is labeled with a syntactic category. Why? Because, for example, if you have a grammatical sentence that contains a noun phrase, you can replace a noun phrase with another noun phrase and the sentence will still be grammatical. Here, the boy belongs to the category noun phrase. You can replace it with another noun phrase. You can say, the sentence will still be grammatical. Let me emphasize, I'm not saying it's going to mean the same thing, but it will still be grammatical. For example, planted in the garden is a verb phrase. I can replace it with a verb. I can say, fell asleep. Although it means a different thing, but the grammaticality is not affected. I can replace this with John. It's still grammatical. So this whole thing is a noun phrase. So technically all these noun phrases can replace each other. The sentence would believe that only happy people can make a key difference. A complex sentence, you see, only happy people can make a difference. This is a clause within the bigger sentence. We have a complex sentence, we. Pronoun, but pronouns can replace noun phrases. Believe is a verb, but the whole thing is a verb phrase. In a different sense, here I can actually, if I mark the verb phrase, I can replace the whole verb phrase with one simple verb. We smile. So it's still, the sentence is correct. That only happy people can make a key difference is a complementizer phrase. It functions like a noun phrase. We can replace it with a noun phrase. Happy is an adjective phrase. It can be replaced by other adjective phrases. You might say, why is it not an adjective and it's an adjective phrase? It's an adjective phrase that only consists of an adjective. For example, here I could qualify this by extremely. Then it will still be an adjective phrase. Or I could put a degree word. It's an adjective phrase. So an adjective phrase could consist only of an adjective, or an adjective and an adverb qualified by an adverb, or an adjective qualified by a degree word. Because all these color-coded words belong to the same syntactic category, they can successfully replace each other. And by successfully, I mean without affecting the grammaticality of the sentence. Beneath the surface of the sea is a prepositional phrase. So what did we do here? I replaced an entire prepositional phrase with another prepositional phrase. The sentence still remains grammatical. the meaning changes, and the meaning may not even be true, but you can't argue the grammaticality of the sentence. So you need to keep these two things distinct. Adverbial phrase or adverb phrase, both are correct. So quickly is an adverb phrase, adverbial phrase. And you might say it's just an adverb. Why do you call it an adverbial phrase? Because it could potentially be modified or qualified with a degree word. Can you replace this with another adverb phrase or adverbial phrase? I could do really well. He repaired my car really well, or very slowly. Thanks for your time and attention, and see you again soon.